I think he's glad his 3-day retreat is finally over.
3-day retreat where?
No, I think my inspiration is sitting nearby, that's why. She's sitting here.
That is the reason. Yeah. By the way, Bobby, has Marin shared with you what she has spoken with me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
She's
Okay.
yes.
So I've told her that there's no differentiation. Anyway, so today let's start on this path where we are taking the Śīla Khanda. So the first reflection is that like we looked yesterday, where do you want to be? So that's the first reflection. So that will depict where it is going to take you. So the job of the consciousness is to take from place A to place B all the time. It's not this time or that time, it is all the time. So whatever we put in, or whatever I put in consciousness, that's what is going to happen. If I put good things, the good thing is going to happen. If I put bad things, and bad thing is going to happen. That's what it is. If something is going good, it's like a reservoir filled with good flowing water, not having any kind of effluents. It's pure, so it's good. But if you don't refill it, that goes to get dry. That means effluents are going to slowly take over because that water is getting dried. So the objective of Śīla is to keep on filling it. Whatever is doing good, keep on filling, keep on filling, keep on filling. That's the first step, and hence the Śīla is more important, especially of the 10 immoral deeds. So we have to remove the 10 immoral deeds. That's the whole idea of what we are doing. Okay. Now let's take the first one, which Chirag anyway has sent it. I was wanting to make it cover every part of it, but that text already covers almost all that I wanted to say, which is good. So if you have read it, nice. If you have not read that blog post, fine. You don't have to kill yourself that you didn't read it. So let's look at the practice portion of it. And before that, let's put the theory portion and also the practice. Okay. The theory portion here is we need to know what we are supposed to be doing. Okay. And the practice portion is how you are going to implement it in the daily interaction. The first one is panatipata. What it really means is you have an idea of killing. You have not killed the person physically, but you have an idea, you have an opinion, you have a thought, you have something, some thing to cut the life, either in name of religion, in the name of tradition, in the name of language, in the name of customs, in the name of nationality, in the name of whatever, in humans. Other than humans, any bird, insect, whatever it is. I have an aversion towards that living being. Let's say for cockroach or for lizard or for snake or for whatever. I have an aversion that they should not live. That amounts to panatipata. It need not be a physical harm. That comes later, but the mental is already there. So it spreads to physical very soon. So what comes in the mind goes to the speech, and what goes to the speech comes in action. So the kaya sankhara, the kaya, the duccharita is ultimately to kill, to cut life. Because I feel those beings don't have right to stay. And that's my view. Because that's what I think is deserving. Okay, that's a view. Now, does that cause me to get into the apayas? And the answer is no. Does that cause me not to be born as a human being? The answer is no. But will I be born in a place where I can see them? And the answer is yes. Meaning, it will create an environment where you can keep on meditating on that, and one time you will do it. Okay, so shouldn't have the thought come of killing, of annihilating whatever it is. Shouldn't have. Okay, now my practice. Now this is the theory portion, now the practice. From yesterday till the time I remember as a child, if I had thoughts of killing someone, I should ask for forgiveness. So to remember it, and I have to do that. So let's say I don't like some religious people, some particular kind of people, because they are harmful, they are blah blah, whatever it is. That's sufficient, because that creates that seed. Right? If not today, someday I will. That someday can be in some life. But it's already sown. That seed is sown. So very soon it will take shape. I'm not talking about humans. Humans is on the top and then anything below down, because the same thing will occur. That why are they here? Why the pest are here? Why this is there? Why that is there? I don't like it. Without intention, if there is no harm done, then it doesn't amount to anything. But always there's an intention. And intention creates karma. So in my case, what I have to do is I have to keep on reflecting. Say as a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3, 5, 8, whatever I remember, till from that time, if I have to see with whom all I had enmity and with whom I chose them to be annihilated. Not that I did anything to them, but in my mind, I held on to the view that they should get killed. So that's the thing. Okay. So that's the practice. So the Sikkhapada, Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. The Sikkhapada portion is this one. Reflecting upon all that I have done in the thoughts, words. I would have used words. I would have done that because the thoughts create words. But I have not done anything as an action. I have not killed anyone, but had thoughts. And hence I spoke. So I can't do anything. It's happened. What I can do much is not to make it appear in future. That I can do. So the three way of looking at life is God, karma, that is a deed, and then randomness, which Buddha rejects all the three of them, is because you can change. You can change that river. So I was telling Bobby when I was there in Australia that when we were talking about this, I was telling that this arhat is one who has stain. Everybody can see the stain, but it doesn't flow. Doesn't mean that he doesn't have. Everybody can see the black color is there. That cannot be erased. But there is no flowing after that. If somebody asks, Vilas, you have done so many things in your life. Now, how can you say you have reached? I can only say that yes, it's there, but it doesn't flow. That's how the asavakaya jnana is. Meaning the affluents or the defilements have ended. So now I can see why I did what I did is because of Kamachanda. So to remove that Kamachanda, I need to develop moral values. I can't work on Kamachanda without the moral value. It doesn't work. But they both are connected. To get something, I will do anything to get it because I feel I need to get it. If somebody doesn't give me in a proper way, maybe I'll kill him. I can steal like that. Okay? So that's the first thing. So to go back, I have to reflect upon that. It might take quite few hours, few days, can happen, but I have to keep on doing it. That Panati Pata Veramani Sikkapadam Samadhiyami. This is a samadhi. I don't have to watch the breath. I don't have to do anything with the breath. All that I need to do is to reflect upon a whole day while I'm working. Not an issue. I can be going to the office. I can be doing whatever I'm doing. Whenever I get some free time, just reflect upon my past life. How did I? How was I? What was I doing? And those things which have happened bad in my life and how it has turned itself into my thinking. Like example, like I've shared also, but I can share again, is like my father used to beat me and I have no idea why he used to beat me. Because I've not done anything so to get such a beating physically. So have I now in my mind have grudge or aversion or rage or wish let him get killed? Is having such a father is horrible thing. So let him die because of the pain, because of the violence, right? So I might have to ask for forgiveness. Now my father is no longer there, but still I have to ask for forgiveness. Like that with everyone, like my teacher, these friends or whatever. That's the first thing. Okay, so that's the first immoral act. The consequence of that is in the Duccharita Vipaka Sutta is the lifespan is less as a human. As a Tiracha Yoni and other things anyway, it's less. But as a human being itself, it will become less. So then what I should do? Somebody asked me what I should do. So there are two things I need to bring in. One is bhaya, fear. Bhaya dasavi, one who can see the fear. One who can see the danger of doing that very thing. And anumattesu, now from now onwards, this moment on, I will not even do a atomic level of bad deeds. So he says anumattesu vajjesu. It means your mentality is such pure that it can find even the least amount of mistake. It's not a mistake, but still it can find. So by reflecting backwards from what I've done on this portion, killing, I find myself very apologetic that I had these thoughts. Yes, it is. Did. So I will reflect again, ask for forgiveness, reflect, ask for forgiveness, ask for forgiveness. And if the person is there, let's say I can connect with that person, then I just call him up and say, you know what, I had this about you. Please excuse me, please, feeling very sorry. That's the best thing I could do. How does it help? It removes Kamachandra. And it removes Vyapada. It's a very good thing, right? You don't have to separately work out for it. Because that is the one which brought us to this place. All of these 10 immoral deeds is the one which has brought us where we are today. So let's understand why and how. Number one, you're deprived. First thing. Now, when you're deprived of something, you want it because you see everyone has, but you don't have. It's quite but natural that a person will steal because he doesn't have. Simple. So if stealing has to be stopped, then everybody should have everything. So then there's no stealing. And since everybody cannot have everything, there will be stealing. So then you require police, you require security, you require cameras, you require everything around that because everybody doesn't have everything. Only few have it. And in fact, today or any time in this whole journey as humans, have you ever seen a state where everybody had everything? No. In fact, the haves are lesser than the have-nots. That's very clear indicator. And see the intellectual also. Only few percentage are intellectuals. Very few are technologists, scientists, all of that. It's few. Others are consumers. But the person who brings in a new concept is few. That's very clear. Others are consumers. It's complete consumerism. It means when you say consumerism, it means have-nots. Because they don't have, so they have to consume, right? That's the basic thing. If you have, you don't consume. You make it. You produce it. But if I am a consumer, means that I need to have it, right? So somebody produces and I consume. And since I don't have ability to consume, what I do? I steal. And when I steal, I tell lies. Because I don't want to get caught. I tell lies to protect the stealing, right? And then when they start accusing me of stealing, then I use harsh speech, right? And when I use harsh speech, it's quite but natural. I'm going to slander to escape. I say, it's not me, that guy. He keeps on doing it. Even in school, you see this. The child will start copying. He can't, but he copies, which is stealing. It's the exact trend. He copies, he wants the marks. So what he does, he copies. When he copies, he's caught. So he tells lies. And when he tells lies, he's going to use harsh speech. Then he is going to slander. And this much is fair thinking. No extra thought to be made. 1 second. Okay. So when I do that again and again and again and again, people accusing me will multiply. So I have to eliminate them. I wish to kill them. Eventually, I'll kill them. That's the cycle on which we are today. That means all of us sitting here have this in our basic psyche. Maybe less, maybe more, it doesn't matter. There. So we will steal because we don't have. Even copyrights, stolen. So I have to go back and reflect upon that. As an example, when Windows 3.1 or Windows 95 came, MS-DOS, one of my friend came and then he installed MS-DOS on my computer. It's stealing. Okay, it's MS-DOS. It's stealing, still stealing, right? And the training center where I used to go, they had only one license and they had 100 computers. So then all are pirated. Right? It's stealing. So stealing is accepted in the society. So you're going to get the same situation where, or a same location or same condition where you can increase your stealing. Got the point? So now it is so tough because the place where I'm sitting today, anything can be stolen. This place where I'm sitting, anything can be stolen. Now the question comes, why are you in a place where anything can be stolen? Because you had such mental state. So you're born in a place where something can be taken off. Now what to do? Now, reflect upon that and come out of it. So this place where I'm staying is far better than another kilometer down the line here. It's a small locality. It's so small that next time you guys are around, I'll take you there. There are more than, I think in my calculation, houses which are looking like pack of matchbox. In each house, around 8-10 people stay and they do odd jobs. And then there are, should be around 1 million of them. That's only people. People. And the only thing there is this. And you can see how the situation transforms. So just down this road. That's it. You'll see the world upside down for you. Why it happens? It's because the condition is right. Not that anybody wanted them to be like that. Condition is ripe. What is the probability of them getting out of it? Looking at that, I need to reflect here. I can be in that state sooner or later. So if I'm doing very well, have everything in my life, that means I have not stolen, not told lies, I have not used harsh speech, not slandered, not killed. So we know why we kill. It's because we don't have. Simple. And why does animals steal? Because they don't have. They steal. And there's a fight. They kill each other. Same thing happens in humans anyway. But so now I have to reflect back. Ask for forgiveness. and let it go. That's on first one. Killing, then stealing. Both of them sort of intertwined. The third one is even more dangerous. Let's understand the dangerous stuff here. Women as an object and man as an object, right? It's a possessing object. And always women and man, men and man, female and male is an object of desire, right? So you're going to either steal it or possess it or do something about it. And then comes the act of taking it. Now, there are many ways of taking it. The one way, easy way through these days is pornography. Most easiest way, because you're not doing anything except that you're watching somebody doing that, which makes it even more easier. You don't have to deal with all of these things. But when I start seeing it, I make it as an object. That the human being and the being itself is gone. The being is gone, the human is gone. What is left out is only the flesh of it. So I start looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and then start to feel that my wife or my husband should be something like that. And that's the portion. And majorly with men, these thoughts are going to come that my wife should be like that. And I find somebody more pleasing than my wife, and then I would like to have a relationship. That makes sense. Now, there are many kinds of relationships. The first kind of relationship I can have is just touching relationship, not really sexual. I keep on touching, and she touches me, I touch, she touch, I touch, she touch, and then I get stimulated and I masturbate, let's say. That's sufficient as a sexual urge. So then what happens? It turns into kameshu michachara. If not today, today's self, doing itself, not doing anything. But I want that. So I'm projecting that in future, let me get this. So slowly, I might become a porn actor sometime soon. Because now I am in that. Does that make sense? So that consciousness now is established as a porn actor. From watching to performing, I start liking it. I want something like that. Right? So that same way with all that combination, what Buddha has put with somebody is protected by father, brother, mother, blah, 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 all that. That's actually true. Is that the only difference between them and that girl is the relationship. If it crosses, it turns into a kind of attachment which creates sexual interest. A lot of daughters who sleep with their father and the other way around, and also the lot of mothers who engage with son and otherwise. So there's a lot of combinations. So in this weird world, it's the perception which matters. So if you're perceiving someone as good, it's a perception. And when this person's perception changes, it becomes weird, meaning can't even imagine that person can do something like this. It's quite possible. So now what I need to do is I need to reflect back upon my life and all my affairs and all my pornographic and this and that and blah, blah. and forgive myself and that person in that act, because that should be cut. So these three, panatipata, adinadana, kamesh, michachara, is my body. Now, if I want not to come into human relationship at all, the next life shouldn't be human. I should be practicing brahmacharya. That means even a thought of woman shouldn't come at all, even though I might be interacting with women. That objectification of women shouldn't come. So in the Nagpur retreat, I was telling to people, the majority were women anyway, telling them, I don't want, my wish for you is never come to this female existence again, because you're so tortured. You're literally abused, because every time you have a child, you're abused. So you don't have anything as yours. That being cuts across you and comes out. So should you lead a life again as a woman? Another thing I was telling them is there are two diseases, and women have the third disease. So the two diseases are thirst and hunger. The third one is menstrual cycle. They have to endure it. There's no way they can escape it. No way. It's a curse, but nothing can be done. Then the marriage or whatever. And then the pregnancy. It's not easy. And it eats up. It eats the very thing that woman is eaten up by an alien being, which that being thinks is my son or daughter. And it cuts open, and everybody is watching a child coming out, be it as a doctor or as a whatever it is, midwife, to everyone. They're watching. And she can't protect herself, meaning she has to lay bare everything. And then comes the liquid water, which is urine of that child. It comes out. You have to clean that whole thing up and then give it in the hand of the mother. What does it do? It starts sucking the breast. The very moment it starts doing that. So isn't it something like you've been taken out completely? And in the end, that very child will throw the mother out. What a pain. Right? And then you have to reflect back and back and back and back. See how the life has progressed, transformed, and let it go. Then the cycle doesn't come back. So abrahmacharya should be stopped with brahmacharya, because then only you're stopping this. This is the three bodily things. And when we meet tomorrow, we'll do the 4 speech, but right now, let's close here only with body. See what happens. It's not about watching breath. We are not able to watch breath because of immoral deeds. And we are trying our best to watch the breath without curtailing this. The Śīla Khanda is extremely important. So the Chunda Sutta and the Ucharita Vipaka Sutta, which I took up. Tomorrow we'll do that other 2 once we complete this portion. But the stealing leads to speech issues, and stealing leads to sexual misconduct. Stealing leads to killing. So the first parami is dana. Because you have to give up, tyaga, generosity. Because what you're holding, give up. It's very tough. Give up. So Buddha says, become a dinna dani. That means instead of adinna dana. Dinna dana, dana is to give. Adinna, not to give. Instead, take. So the discounts to this, to that, it's about negotiation. Everything is part of that. Its objective is to steal. So to be careful. Not that we should be too generous, not because we should be too stingy. It's about knowing what should be done. Because when we have this notion of stealing, other things will automatically come. It's just a time. And they put steal my show, steal the show. They just put it as an advertisement. Why use the word steal? Because it is acceptable in the society to steal. Why put peep show? Because it is accepted to be having sexual misconduct. And why you should watch violence in movies? Why there should be violence? Why there should be a hero killing so many people and be called as a hero? Because killing is treated as glory. So we are always bombarded by something which we already have. The society is made out of the same people who have the same mentality, and hence we are here. It's next to impossible to escape this. We can escape. The best thing we ever done. See why there are so many movies, both A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, as many grades as they are. And why there is always interest for politics, interest for some controversies, because we like violence. We are made for violence. And we watch those which makes us violent. Violent for religion, tradition, language, customs, nationality. You call by whatever names, it all means the same. Okay, the hatredness is created, is developed because you are told to hate. Because I already have that in my mind. Somebody just have to feed me that. Hey, you know what? You should do this. We should protect this. Otherwise, this will go. So you become stingy because you feel this is mine. Something is going away. Not realizing that I am going down. So the first difficult situation is stealing. It is accepted. All fake things we know, but we buy fake products because cheaper. Stealing. And then you have copyright acts and this and that and so many things, right? So otherwise, there was no need. The police is not required because they're stealing. So we steal anything that comes in our way. Yep. So basically, there is no morality when there is stealing. The moment the stealing happens, the morality is gone, erased. Today we are in an environment where stealing is appreciated. So what they do, they send in spies to check what you're doing, and they take and they modify it and make it. Yeah, the steal is a steal. Yes, exactly. So now you see the stealing. Now, if you're okay with stealing, you can steal a man or a woman or whatever it is, right? You can do that. Because they for enjoyment anyway. So then you require entertainment. All of this comes into existence. So they give you discount. Steal the show. So 30% off. Greed comes out. Yes. So basically, everything with chura liya is the same thing. Chura ke dil mera, goriya chali, to everything is the same. So stealing is accepted. Just look at this. It's so open, yet it's accepted. That's a strange part of this equation. You just go to hotel and ask him or stay. He says, "Sir, for you, I'm giving you 30% off." It's stealing. It's absolutely stealing. No doubt. That means he's unreal. He has made margin so much that he wants to offer you 30% off. And you're happy because he's giving you 30% deal. What did you do? You want to fleece him. So you would ask for, how much will you give for? He wants to fleece you. Right? And that's accepted. So the first sight of immorality. That's sufficient. Then the other things will follow. Now I will go out and find another hotel giving 50% off, and then I'll come back, and what do? I'll talk to the manager, and I'll say, "You told lies. That hotel is giving 50%. He says our hotel is like this and like that, or whatever it is." Then I get mad because the rooms are not that good condition than that hotel. Then our speech, slander, nonsense speech comes as a package. Then I ask him, "What special thing do you have in your hotel? What other things?" Then the sensual lust will start. Just wishing that, yeah, Madhulika, if you can come online or talk, it'll be better. If not you're not that well, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it was in context when we see some news, right, happening around that some people do some heinous crime, and then at that moment you just get a thought, I wish these people would not have existed. Does that
Still,
mean?
yes. Still, yes. Yes. Absolutely, Madhulika. It's come in the mind. So, see, you know what, Madhulika? You're here in a place where people will show you shows. You have no choice except to see them. You're in London. You're not in Bangalore. So, like I keep on telling Bobby, don't worry about India. Doesn't matter. You're not here, so don't have to worry. Right? So just leave it. You're in Queensland. Just be part of Queensland. Don't have to come here, think, oh, this will have, that will happen. The same way, you've been given a better opportunity. Out of your good karma, be there. Don't curse. Don't say anything. Because you want to find a way to escape. the good movie will be replaced with bad movie sometime soon. So it's better not to say anything. Because they're just showing some show which looks real, but it's unreal. Nobody's killing anyone, basically, in that way, because once the consciousness goes away, it gets appeared in something else, right? It's nothing. But the very fact it hurts me means I've taken it. It's a pain, a suffering. I want to gift it to someone. I don't have anyone. That's the reason watching TV shows, news, this, that, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or any social media, which will distort your thought process. Because we all have that. None of us are pure. None of us. It's absolutely true. None of us are pure. We're working on purity, but we are not pure. That means we have those very things which we don't want. We have to have patience. Yeah, sure. We have to have patience and don't curse anyone. Wish these people die. Never do that. Because that's their karma. Why are you bothered about it? If you don't like the TV show, switch it off. Meaning in your mind. I mean, when you're seeing on the road, it's not a TV program anyway to switch it off. But in the mind, switch off. Have met down yourself. Oh shit, happening. Let me not have enmity. In fact, in the Brisbane retreat as well as in Nagpur, I was saying something from the Dhammapada. Recite it yourself quite often as far as you can. Nahi vere na verani samanti iti kudachanam avere na cha samanti es dhammo sanantano. Just keep this with you. It helps you to recover back from where you have come. So, nahi vere na verani. It means that you cannot, one second, you cannot win enmity with enmity. Samantiti kudachanam. Samanta means calmness, peace. Kudachana, ku is bad. Kudachana means like a garbage. It just sticks to it. You just cannot be peaceful. Avirena cha samanti. If you don't have enmity, then only there is peace. Is dhammo sanantano. This is sanatana dharma, meaning eternal truth. Okay? So when you see killing, stealing, murder, this, that, rape, whatever, 100 different things happening, just be a witness. Just be a witness. Just like our TV show or a movie. The hero is hitting or the villain is hitting and something's happening and blah, 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 all that. First, you have to forgive yourself of watching such a movie. You signed up for this movie. What a shame thing that I've signed it up to watch this movie. Premiere show. Okay. Now I don't want it. I can't help it. I'm sitting in the seat and my hands are locked, legs are locked. I have to watch it. In fact, Madhulika, since you asked me this, during my young age, from 3rd grade onwards, I have never watched movies. And my parents both love movies. Every Saturday, Sunday means movies. Okay, some Hindi movie, some Kannada movie, some movie should be there. And what I used to do is I used to turn myself on the other side of the seat. I can't stand it. Anything coming on that screen, I can't stand. Turn this way. So the people who were seeing used to tell me, why are you seeing this side? You see that side. So I never used to see. So then my father, since we used to go every week to the theaters, so the popcorn sellers and all these guys in that theater became my friends. So my dad used to drop me there instead of taking me inside the movie hall, because anyway I don't watch. So I used to sit for 3 hours with them till the movie is over. And my mom used to come during interval to see whether I'm still sitting in the same place or somebody has picked me up or whatever. Then I used to sit there, and sometimes they used to give me some popcorn to eat. Otherwise, I'm just sitting on the chair doing nothing for 2 hours. And all the movies what my father used to watch had violence. Because Amitabh Bachchan means violence. That person means violence. Angry young man is Amitabh Bachchan. So in some fight scenes of blood coming here, that one, this one, all of that should be there. And the very fact I see blood, I used to feel puking, just to turn the other side. But I had a chance of turning the other side. Now I don't have a chance. I have to see it. No matter how much I tell Bobby and Marin and maybe Shaniel, please take me home to Queensland or Brisbane or wherever it is. Run out of luck. I have to watch the movie here. It's just in the square kilometer. I only wish I had to watch the movie. Mountain View was better. They were better. Silence. But what to do? He can keep me for a few months. Maybe out of too much of compassion, maybe US government will take me for 6 months because I can stay in US for 180 days. Then they're going to throw me out. Go. Sadly, I have to come out. So don't curse. Yes, Chirag.
I had a question about what you were saying about this transaction between the hotel guy and the customer, right? You were saying that, okay, let's say he gives like some room for 30% off. Um, it's not clear to me how, maybe I didn't understand the situation very well. It's not clear to me how it is stealing, because it's still his. Like, he has a capability to set the price he wants to, unless he coerces that person somehow. But I don't understand how it is stealing.
Okay. Why did he give discount?
uh, I mean, the thing is, he can give any discount, but it's not like he's forcing the customer that, hey, I'm giving
Not
this much discount.
forcing. Think
Yeah.
is like this. Buy 3, get 4 free. Example, I'll just give you. What it means is that he already knows he's making good money. He wants you to bite into that bullet. Okay? It's not a steal of taking something by force or whatever, but that intent is there to make up, right? Otherwise, nobody would do that. It becomes a norm. Now, I expect him to give me discount. I expect. So he gives discount because he expects that customer is going to ask for discount. So it becomes an accepted norm that I ask and you give, and you ask and I give, something like that. It's a transactional. And it looks normal, absolutely fair. It becomes a fair deal that Yes, in business, you need to give discount and there's negotiation, blah, blah, all that. Now, nobody asked why did that happen? Because there's something to be given and he doesn't want to give. So he puts a price tag to give, and that's stealing. I'll give at this price. I'm not saying that I'm not going to give you, but I'm going to give you at this price. You see, it looks very normal, very fine, very acceptable. Everything is looking good. What's there in that? But behind it is greed. And greed creates violence.
Yeah, I think that's what I was wondering. I mean, I think to me it's clear. Obviously, there's greed involved,
Yes,
but was not.
with greed, that stealing should come. Ultimately, greed will make sure that you beg, borrow, steal. What happens? You either beg the customer, or you borrow it, or you steal it. It's just a matter of time. It seems perfectly normal. Everything looks very normal because it's an accepted norm. See, first and foremost, when we do something, we make it as a norm so that everybody follows the same thing. When everybody follows the same thing, it becomes accepted. It becomes ethical. It becomes ethical. They use various terms to prove it. It is ethical hacking. Can hacking be ethical? Take that example. I'm hacking your computer and it's ethical. That means I'm going to tell you I'm going to hack and I'm going to hack it, and that becomes ethical. Hackathon. You just see the word hack. And we had hackathons. Yes, absolutely. But what is hacking? Stealing. It becomes accepted. And we put big boards, big billboards saying that hackathon from this date to this date. When it becomes accepted, it's no longer treated as stealing. So to cut off all of that, because this place is a dangerous place. It will keep on getting deeper, not going out, getting deeper. So to escape is no stealing. I'm not saying you should change the world. No, change yourself. Know that that's stealing. Become a dinnadani. Just give up that. It's fine. Let him make money. Fair. Let it go. What would you lose? Money. What did you gain? Escape. I'm not saying that I shouldn't give it to him. I mean, I should, let's say he has given 30% discount. I say that, no. Don't have to give discount. I don't even comment. If you say 30% or 20% or 10% or whatever that is, fair. But I don't search for cheaper things. The reason why I do cheaper is because I want to save. That creates mascharya, stinginess. This is a basic problem. I want to save. I want it for myself, which is exactly what stealing means. I want more. That creates abhijja. So you see, all of these things gets connected now. So if it is cheaper, it's fair. I'm fine. If it is expensive, also it's fine. Doesn't matter. I need that product or service. Okay, I'll buy it. Done. I'm not saying we shouldn't buy a cheaper thing. You should. But don't expect it to become cheaper, or you negotiate in such a way that that guy has to give it or something like that. That's stealing. like, in organization, we negotiate so hard. And that guy will try to see where to make money. Eventually he will. Or he'll compromise, or he will give you some third-rate kind of service. Because you have stolen from him, or he will do exactly the same thing back. And because of that, all other vices will start. So we shouldn't do it. One who is wanting to escape, one who wants to continue should negotiate hard. Come on, I will give you. Bugger, I will throw you out of contract, I'm telling you. Then comes character assassination, Chirag. I want him to get killed. You know what I do? I create character assassination. There are people today who put their names in emails asking their subordinate to do things for them, and they put their names and send for promotions. There are guides who, in PhD papers, ask them to put their names, otherwise they'll not sign. They'll threaten, they'll do everything, right? So you have to do it. So today, stealing is an accepted profession in one way or the other. Like I had my earlier boss. He used to ask me to do the PowerPoint presentations. He can't do a single presentation himself. He can't speak. He takes it from me. He will also say, Vilas gave it to me. And every colleague of mine used to laugh, but he is shameless, worthless, but he says, I did it. Can you believe that something? And my the colleagues used to say, Vilas, we know you have shown this slide 2-3 times to me before he showed it. How can you say it's his? And you know what? I used to put his name. Slides prepared by, I used to put his name. Is stealing. 100% stealing. So anyway, that's the way the world is. Yes, Aryu. Let me finish with Aryu. Yeah. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, not a long question, but when you're talking about killing create short lives, then there are some doubts that came up because you're used to see these images of these veterans live very long and healthy, and I start remembering this. So I guess this society or this world already feature a lot of false perceptions of the opposite of truth.
Yes.
Because I'm remembering those instead of the real examples of war.
Yeah,
and
the war veterans who live for a long time. See, the thing is like this. What we see today, we don't see the past conditions also fructifying into the present. So let's say somebody, like I was telling my son today that what has happened, I'll tell you. A very simple, since it is very related to this. He had ordered something on Lego toys, which they screwed it up. So they gave him the first free thing during Christmas while I was there. Then I used to give call every now and then they said we're shipping, and they didn't ship it. And then I came back to India and then supposed to go to Shenial's home. And then they refunded the money to him. He didn't ask for refund or anything, and they gave the refund. And then he was supposed to pay back. That didn't go through. Or he said, since the person is not going to be there to collect it because it's going to India, so you can cancel it. They said we can't cancel the order. And today it is delivered in Shenial's home free of cost, which Shenial is going to bring when he's coming to India. So see this farm, how it has transformed. He didn't have any idea of holding or doing anything or whatever it is. Okay, they have shifted from Netherlands to Australia to Melbourne to came to Sydney to Queensland to Brisbane to Pullenwell, and it's delivered. Right? So that's he's been tracking it. So it's if you see it, he's never asked for it. He got it. So I told him, look, the past conditioning, you've done such good deeds. The past conditioning have given you the fruits, but you have to fill the reservoir right now. If it is drained out, nothing will work. So the veterans who kill in the World War II or whatever it is, and whatever, even in Australia, the Brisbane and other places are places, if you read on the history, it's literally on bones of Japanese and all these kind of people who were tortured. Australia is a torturous place. It's a torture yard, actually, of the English. And that's where we are, Queensland. It's the Queen of England, basically. Anyway, Victoria itself is there. So basically, if you're compassionate to yourself, you wouldn't go through this. So you have to put back the water in the reservoir. Otherwise, when it turns dry, even the thing which should legitimately work will not work, let alone the other thing. So when they kill and they go in the next life, or whichever life, so they die at a very young age, and then they get all kinds of diseases. And you don't know why the disease is coming. And that's when we go to the Chula Vipaka and Kamma Vipaka and all that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because I have a very near example of my grandma who used to be in wars, and he just loves seeing TV shows where the Japanese keep getting killed and killed and killed. And she's over 90 years old, right? So that brings an immediate counterexample of that.
Yes, absolutely. In this life, yes, because there are past conditions which are not cutting the present conditions, right? So that past condition is working out. So just like what my son has got the Lego toys, it's the same thing. The past, even though the order got cancelled and he got a refund, but they still shipped it to him. It's amazing how karma works. And then I might go and pick it up from Ahmedabad. I might fly along with Mrityunjay to meet Shaniel and Janak in Ahmedabad. We are going to stay for a night, and then we are going to we'll pick it up. So my son is getting that Lego toy stuff completely free with a personal baggage coming to him. No courier charges. Yes. They deliver to our house. Yes. Absolutely. It's nice. So I told him in the morning, hey, guy, it's time to refuel your tank. It's getting empty. Don't be on the past glory. It can wipe you off. Anyway, so you know why he's put this finding Yasa. His name is Yash, and he had a very traumatic childhood, so he is still finding himself. So he came to the retreat, and his story is actually heart-wrenching. It's like somebody has twisted your spine up so badly that if you hear to his story, you will not be able to sleep for an entire night.
Are you referring to the monk you mentioned last time? The seminary? No.
So like that. Anyway, yes, Chirag, you wanted to ask something.
I wonder if the session is already coming to close, because
Yes.
that question may lead you to another thing. So
Yeah, we'll take it tomorrow when we meet. But for now, when we take those 4 speech things, many of these will come. So yes, Bobby.
Yes, yeah, I will ask you a quick question following up that Madhu's question, and you're saying what you're saying about if you don't like somebody to be in this world, like even if it is a cockroach, you are more likely to come back here, even if you're not killing. So same way, like is it that when you share metta, or when you are wishing somebody to be more wiser, you're not accepting as it is, right? You're just wishing somebody, say for example, some foolish people, or so-called bad people, if they become better or more wiser, that the world will be better. So in that case also, you're not accepting as it is. So is there any relation to that question? And also, like the second question made is a little bit different also, like when you take medicines and all, you're killing so many bacteria, right? So is it applicable to only the moving beings, or
Good one. There's one sutta for that also, that Buddha says, a sutta or somewhere I had read about it, is that Buddha says to, I think it is Samiddhi, he is able to have psychic power, he can see a lot of beings in the water. He says, Samiddhi, you can't do anything. These things are going to be there. As long as you don't wish harm to anyone, you can do whatever.
so in that case, your intention is to come out of sickness. You're not thinking about killing all those.
Exactly. And another thing, if you want to refer to Sivaka Sutta, where it is about non-vegetarian. So he is asking, can a monk eat non-vegetarian? And then he says, yes, food is food.
So sorry, what is the name of that sutta?
Sivaka Sutta.
There is the doctor of Buddha, right?
Whatever, there's a Sivaka Sutta, you go through.
Yeah, he was.
In that, the question comes on the non-vegetarian. Should you eat non-veg or don't eat non-veg? And then Buddha says, in some conditions, you can eat it as long as you're not intended for it, or it's not made for you, or it is lying dead and all that. But the main thing, he says that, look at our monks, they eat non-veg with metta. So if you apply the same rule, Bobby, with what Madhulika was asking, have metta. See, the thing is, 2 things we need to implement. One thing is the verena, nahi verena verani, that one. Sivaka Sutta.
It is Jivaka Sutta.
Jivaka? Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Jivaka. That's why I was a bit confused.
Okay,
yes,
sorry.
Yeah.
Jivaka Sutta. So anyway, you found it, great. At least my headache is gone. So for her, for me, for you, for anyone, is that don't wish harm. That's all. Let that happen. If you have concern, it's fine. But don't wish harm to yourself or to others. That's all. Simple mechanism. And that's sufficient.
Yeah. So wishing metta and wishing to be more wise is good.
It's always good. It's always good because as we go higher, the individualistic is gone. As you go lower, you get individualistic. You become individual. You are divided. Consciousness gets divided and divided and divided. And then as you go up and up and up, the division is gone. So the objective is not to get divided. The whole problem comes when you're divided, right? So you're divided. So you wish for yourself now because you're divided. So the moment you let go of it, metta, karuna, mudita, upekha, so the metta comes in, and I need to go get out of jealousy. I need to do mudita, appreciative joy. I see someone is rich, someone is better. I feel more happy in that person than myself. I have to force it, literally force it. And then the compassion starts, and then the upekha starts. So then that's how I need to do. If I find Madhulika is doing better than me, I mean, she also worked for my previous company, and she's working for that company. I was working for the previous company. So she's doing so well in London or Manchester, wherever she is. So then I should feel pretty glad, more glad than what I was working. If she's rich, I should feel even more happy. Or let's say Shaniel, he's not only rich, he's an arhat and all that. I should feel wow about it, much more than what I feel. That should automatically flow.
Mudita.
Yeah, mudita, like you and Merin. Even though I might have reached the highest, but when I see both of you, I feel mudita for both of you, something like that. And it means I'm relishing in others' happiness more than my own happiness. It's the way of living. That will cut all of this. It'll cut stealing, it'll cut killing, it'll cut sexual misconduct, it'll cut musavada, pisunavacha, parusavacha, sampapalapa, everything is gone.
Yeah. So Vilashi, let me understand like this. When you go into this good qualities like metta, karuna, mudita, and when you go into this bad qualities, hatred, anger, and everything. So in those negative qualities, the self is more dominant.
Yes, it's dominant.
And the other one, non-self, is more dominant.
Exactly, right? And that will help you to not come to this existence because you are suffering because you are divided. See, today's problem is division. It's all about division. You and me and you and me. A wife is you and the husband is me. Or the wife is me and the husband is you. Right? So then me, my right, your right. I'm here. It's my space, your space. You're encroaching. You're doing this. You're doing that. And that's division. Basic divisions. Division causes problems. Now what to do? We are in that place. Don't divide. Merge. In your mind, don't worry about the other person. Merge in your mind. I know he's not a good person or she's not a good person. Accept it. Her mind is weird. Accept it. But why it should affect me? Shouldn't. Make amendments within yourself. Forgive so much that it turns itself into a metta, maitri, and a mudita. And that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Vilashi. It was a very good and satisfying answer. Thank you.
Yeah, and that makes you feel so happy, glad. If somebody's good looking than you, feel, wow, it's nice. Somebody's richer than you, I feel so nice. Like when I was in Shaniel's place for so many days, it's feeling so glad that he's done so much. More than what I was feeling about myself. You might say, Vilasji, you're our teacher. But when I see him, I don't feel anything as a teacher or whatever it is at all. Even though Shaniel says you're my teacher, I don't really think in that way. Not even a day has come to me that I'm his teacher. I'm taken care because he has to take care. I'm his teacher. He has called me. It's his problem, not my problem. Never felt even from 30th of November till the time we separated. Never had that. And never will be. So even if he becomes double rich than what 10 times richer, let's say, I would feel very happy. It's good. Nice. And even if Marin becomes 100 times richer in money or whatever it is, I feel even more happy. Something like that. Because I don't have anything to lose. I myself is everyone. So what is it? What is there to lose? Or what is there to gain to lose? If there is a gain, there is a loss. So the stealing happens for the gain. And somebody has to lose it. When there are no loser and a gainer, that's it. That's it. So that's the most coolest. Yeah, when you ask this question of Samaner and all that, yes, it is about yes only, so I can't tell no to it. But yeah, he has gone through a very traumatizing time, and I don't want to tell every detail of what he has said to me. I'll leave it to him, but he has really taken courage. He has done everything to come back on the track of Dhamma. And I really appreciate his patience in taking all that pain or whatever he had as a young child to now literally molested, and then may he attain everything in his life.
Sadhu, 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 sir. It's all because of you. You have done so so much. I got to know pure about Dhamma. What is pure Dhamma? It's all because of you, sir. I know what to do now.
Good.
It's all you, sir.
No worries. Yes, I always wish good for you. And you don't have to feel that I will, any time in my life, is going to molest you. In the name of Dhamma.
Yeah, and my apologies. I did not know the context. I did not see your name and all that, so I was out of context when I asked that question. Apologies.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries.
No, when I saw Finding Yes, I was thinking about that was Buddha's second group of students. That so I thought something related to that. Like after that five ascetics, he taught this Yasa, the merchant or something, right?
Yes,
So
that's
I thought
correct. So no. I his name is Yash, so I know all his whatever he said on that day. It was really torturous. I couldn't take it. He
but
actually
now he has a beautiful smile, so
yeah.
I think he resolved everything.
Yeah, he told one thing which I really liked, and one day in these 10 days, he said, everybody should have a teacher like you.
Exactly.
So
Exactly,
I really
sir.
felt really touched. And literally it brought tears in me. I couldn't show the tears to him that yes, you really pinched that very thing. And I want to do for everyone, but see. Okay, anyway, many people cried there. It was more of a crying ground than anything.
Yeah.
It's out of 47, 46 people, 40 people crying is something I've never seen in my life.
I think you might be singing all these Kishore Kumar sad songs.
No, it was not for the sad songs. It was for how it all went. They've
Okay,
already
no,
heard these songs, Bobby. It's not
yeah,
that they have not heard.
no, like I'm just joking. That
That's
songs
all
are
about
really.
realization. So many people realized the Magga, right, sir? They got the Magga. And the realization came, and it was so, all we can see was suffering and all. For me, I was, for me, it started happening from 24 to, and I finally got on 26. I got to know about the Magga. It was really, really a blissful experience, I can say. All I could see was suffering. All I could see, I was reading my eyes were open, and I was meditating. I was looking into my whole body from head to my toes. I was thinking about so many things. I was just getting so much pragya, and all. I was seeing suffering all across my body. This is nothing but poop. This is nothing but poop and all. And everyone is around is made up of flesh and bones. I could see a guy was sleeping. He was snoring all again and all. He was snoring too much. But I could see only that he couldn't even control it. It's not only in his hand. It's not on his hands because he couldn't even control it, and I can't even control it. That I'm hearing it. I can hear good and or bad, or I can yeah. So I couldn't even control it. I found anatta in this, anicca in this, and dukkha in that. So my final realization was the person whom I love the most, whom I love the most was my mother, and my realization was she's not my mother. She's just this flesh and bones. I just named her mother. This was the realization I got.
Excellent, yeah. Excellent.
And sir, one more thing.
Yes.
One more thing. When I used to get a little agitated or a little uncertain, I used to hear your voice in my mind. Hoga, hoga, ho jayega. your exact same voice that it will happen, it will happen. I get used to be uncertain. Your voice will soon came up just after that, Hoga. And then immediately after that, I got into meditation. The Swati got there. So it was quite great.
Yeah,
It was like you were always along with me at that time. So
good,
yeah,
good.
sir.
And then Yash is actually 23-year-old, so still a very young child or adult, but very nice. The way he has progressed in from the day I saw him to the 25th, 26th of Feb and 27th day of leaving, it literally changed his perspective. Way he was, the way he came and the way he left was two different individuals. I've never seen this magic before. It was very mesmerizing to me that can this Dhamma do like this? It's amazing. It's good. Anyway,
Exactly, sir. I can see Anitya, Dukkha, Anatma, and so many things. And I can even explain the Panchaskandha, the five aggregates, too easily in anything now. So yeah, uh, before realizing this, I didn't know. I had to try it. I had to forcefully do it. But now I couldn't. I just, I can just say it. I can just say that this is Anitya Dukkha Anatma.
good,
Yeah,
Yash. You're done it. I know you've done it. Very nice at this. After so much of torture you had in your life, you got it.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All because of you, sir. All because of you. Sadhu.
Thank you. Yes, Madhukar.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
When all of you had done very good retreat at Australia, so as I promised myself that I will also do a same Brisbane Australia here also. I will try to match. In this period of time, I realized one thing that whatever the life is alive, the Dhamma is much more alive than this transient life. It is everywhere visible. It is just needs a one look at that life. So actually, the Dhamma is very lively. Two to three times, the three episodes of had happened with me that I was just feeling that I'm something close to something, didn't realize what it is. But I had a three episodes of sudden burst of cries, tears, literally audible cry. Initially, I was just feeling, but it was a laughable situation. On one side was laughing, and another person, that Dr. Wat, was crying, and I had a beautiful cry in while we were taking a bath and under the shower while eating. Because the day-to-day activities are remaining same. Like the sabji has got the same taste. The I'm wearing the socks. I'm wearing the shirt. But somewhere somehow I feel that there are two different entities. Something is doing, something is observing. And I don't know, but sort of that cry was such a relief. I feel so relaxed. I understood what it is. So today, just I just wish to ask this state of my condition. It was so relieving. I didn't know what was the cause of my tears. Yes, sir.
Okay. Good experience you have had. Good. And now we have also have this Nagpur thing, so it'll add up to it. Mangalaji, go ahead.
Sir, Namo Buddhaya, sir.
Namo Buddhaya.
Sir, I'm not putting on the video because I'm crying. And
No worries.
I wish I had met you earlier. I have not seen you. I have not attended the retreats, but I listened to your videos, and so they're very good. You're teaching. You're just a very wonderful, honest person, teacher. And all these years, I've been trying to find answers. I've worked as a doctor in, it's called the Family Planning Association of India. And I used to do medical terminations of pregnancies a lot, and tubectomies. And I've seen the pain very closely for women, and I took that pain so much that I became ill. I used to ask even my mother, my seniors, my teachers, that why has God asked me to do medical terminations of pregnancy? It's hurting, women. And then my senior told me, no, Mangla, you are doing it because you are saving her life. If you don't do this MTP for her, she's going to die during the delivery, She's had already had so much. So it sort of, it quietened me a bit. In response to that, the other things like, immunization and the antenatal clinics, I put in my real soul to help women. I put in my whole effort. I won't say soul. It's too heavy a word, but I put in a lot of effort, into being very nice to them and being very, empathetic with them. And, yet still the answers never came, and I was groping, and to top it all, the peak was, when the pandemic came. And the pandemic, the whole system was changed into what they now stated as a pandemic. It was planned, and I could see it being, I could prophesize that the pandemic is going to come. That was the ultimate pain for me, and on top of it, I lost my mother. So I just didn't know what I was just groping, until Vijaya, she's attending now, she told me that you must attend, And by that time, the damage had already been done. I'd already had my first, cardiac episode. And then even now, I feel that a lot of things being done in this world are, need to be repaired, and we already have the answers, and nobody is looking at it just for the reasons, that human beings, whatever you're stating, there's 10 akusals. And it's going to take a very long time to change the world, but at least I have found answers for myself, like you say, charity begins at home, and you have already been repeating that. Look at yourself, you have to look within. And how to look within also, I couldn't find the answers. It is for the first time that I found you, and I mean, I'm following you very, very closely. Now, to give you a small advice at the end of it all, I mean, I wanted to share this with you because I wanted you to know that you are very necessary. I mean, these things are very necessary, and I'm very happy and thankful and very grateful to you. Besides that, sir, the videos that you make, they're just very, I mean, you have, of course, in the last 1.5 years, you have evolved, in your everything that your soul is entering into this profession, whatever you are doing, I want to tell you one that, and second is, the videos that you make, and all that, it needs to be categorized. I wish you can categorize them into, sensual, something to do with the senses, something to do with the practical approaches, the akusals. Like, if you can do something, it will be easier for people like us to, we keep searching on the net and searching on the thing for videos that we require.
Sure. Yes,
so that you can sort of like the Tipitaka has been the Sutta Central has been categorized.
Don't peep. Come this side.
No.
Sutta Central. I'm just telling my son.
Sorry. It's very late and I'm taking a lot of time.
No, it's okay.
I realize.
It's okay.
So this is one suggestion that it will be easier for us if we are hunting out on the net, hunting out on the on your website that this, I want to do this. So if you classify them, categorize them, it will be very easy.
Definitely.
So I just wanted to advise that.
Yes, yesterday I started doing new playlist, and YouTube is not allowing me to add new playlist. If I delete one playlist, let's say which I had already created, If I want to add a new one, it is not giving new for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it is not allowing me. It's actually, you can have 13 playlists. Now I deleted two. I thought about making new playlist. It is not even taking it. So what I've done is I've created a playlist. Now it is there, but I'll try to recategorize it. I had already categorized it, but I want to do exactly what you're trying to say. But YouTube is not allowing me for some reason. Maybe Ariu can help me out in looking at it, and he also has.
Still, even with YouTube, there is a lot of politics and a lot of I don't know. Something isn't. I don't want to get into that subject now, but you know it more as well as I do that it's not easy. It's not as free as it looks, you know.
Yes,
and
it's
as
true.
easy as it looks.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, let me try to see what can be done. But I also realize and understand that it should be categorized. It becomes easy for people to search and get it.
Second thing is, you know, somebody in the Hindi group also mentioned that they struggle with the Pali. So in the same, you know, you have that transcript. You can just give a few meanings of the words that are used in that video.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
So thank you very much. I'm very grateful, and I'm sorry that you know I'm crying.
No, why you should be sorry? In fact, if you were there in Nagpur retreat, it would have been 41st person.
No, actually, my husband didn't allow me because you know it's away from the hospitals. He is very possessive, and he is, you know, when I come to you in April, which I intend to, most probably he'll come and ensure that you know I'm in the correct place.
That's
and he
good.
might
Let him
meet
also
you.
come. Let him also stay. It's good.
Yeah, he's far away from all these, all my activities, and we have two very different people. He's a surgeon who doesn't have time for anything. In spite of the fact that he stepped down to doing very minor surgeries now, he's 70 plus. So he's yet, you know, he gets busy. He's very, very accurate and reads a lot. We both read a lot. And, you know, but so he's, you know, very fastidious about me. And don't even tell him I'm listening to your videos. I do it with this thing. So he will actually come there or talk to you before I come there. So please accept that.
No worries. Absolutely fine.
Grateful to you, sir. Thank you very much. Namo Buddhaya, sir.
No, Buddha, you're always welcome.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, so should we end for today? I think it's beyond the time what we had thought.